Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Let's. Okay. I'm going to kind of start talking now. Okay? And you get to sort of keep playing, but I think you're.
Time. Did Penny give you the go ahead? Penny's all ready? Yeah, it's on.
Hello?
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm your platform assistant today. I'm Marcia, and we are changing things up a little bit today. So what happens is, let's greet everybody. Stand up. Let's get around. Let's get around and hug and wherever you're comfortable with.
Perfect. Thank you.
a warmer day. It'll be a bit. Yeah. I may have a different project. We'll see instead. But I'll let you know, yeah. Bring everybody in. I'm okay. I'm good though. The professional Ryan can take over. It's yeah. But I'm just a little like. I know. Yeah, it's a lot.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, a little bit, but I've got a guitar, so it's.
Remember, you got me,
Yeah, I know.
and I can run
Yeah.
guard.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay. So good morning, everyone. Please, we ask that we're going to put it in the overhead light has gone on. Please return to your seats. You are not free to roam about the cabin. Please finish any business you need to do and make your way back to your seat. All right, everyone take a big, deep breath in with me. This is for me and not for you. Just, take another one in. All right, this is one you've all done before. The lyric will say late December. That is not true. It is not late December. But, we still got trees up, so just pretend. And it's a responsive type of tune. So, you say, well, it's late December, dark and cold, and you say, where is the light? Cool, we got it. We'll see how this goes. Well, it's late December, dark and cold. Where is the light? When old man here is bending low. Where is the light? When the sun runs off to bed too soon. And there's nothing but a skinny moon. Where is the light? Can you tell me where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. Good. Well, it's dark each morning when I rise, and it's dark when my eggs are frying, and it's dark when off to work I go, and it's dark again when I get home. Can you tell me where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. It's in my skin, it's in my bones, it's in my heart, it's in my soul. The light of life so bright and golden, like a summer's day. When the sun goes missing in the sky, and it's rising in my eyes, chasing all that winter gloom away. And it's burning bright like kerosene, and I'm twinkling like the Pleiades, and I'm dancing like a candle flame, and I'm flaming like a fruit flambe. Can you tell me where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside me. Do it again. Where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. 2, 3, 4. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Gonna let it. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more time with that, ready? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, gonna let it. This little light of mine, I said, I'm gonna let it shine, gonna let it. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more time. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
And you may be seated. Ryan Bider. We love live music, don't we? Yeah. It's an amazing thing. You drop money in a basket and it turns into that. It's kind of cool. Can you say transformation? Thank you, Ryan. So good morning. I'm Reverend Penny, honey. That was just a stall so I could get some of my breath back, right? Yeah, a little more aerobics there, Penny. Come on now. Thank you for being with us. You've landed at Unity of Flagstaff, if you didn't know where you landed.
Take me to your leader.
Take me. I have arrived. Yes, and we appreciate you sharing your Sunday morning with us. There are a lot of places and a lot of ways that you can express your divinity. This morning you chose to be here, and we are honored. We're honored. It's a privilege to share your spiritual journey, and thank you. Now, if you didn't get any propaganda at the door, and it's your first time here, you need to let me know about that because we want to stay in touch, right? And what we say here at Unity of Flagstaff is this: God is too big to fit into religion. And we open our minds and our hearts to all the expressions of that divine true nature. Doesn't it feel good? It's safe. It's connected. It's joy. It's service. It's caring. And it's healing. Yeah. So thank you for that. We are kind of shaking it up a little bit in the new year. We're going to get a new order of service going. So going forward, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to greet each other. Because you know what I noticed? That's what we do a lot of. And I say open the space to let that happen. Your time to connect. And if that is not something that sits well with your palate, I understand that. We have a serenity room, and you're always, always welcome to step in there and take a moment. And between 9:45 and 10:15, that's what we do here in a meditation and prayer time. So set your alarm a little early, come on in, and get some of that, because that's what we do. Right there. It's to your right, the serenity room is. Pointing it out to Keith. There's a joke in there somewhere. So today is Celebration Sunday. Okay, this is where you could say, yay! All right, there we go. We have lots to celebrate, and the curtains are going to reveal at any moment. Ta-da! Today we are celebrating our board member of the day, Betsy Williams. Thank you. Everything you ever wanted to know about anything, Betsy's got the answer. And if she doesn't, she'll find somebody that does. I want to say, no pressure. And Betsy's one of our newest board members. That's why I lay it out like that for her, right? I'd also like to thank our calendar sponsor for the month, Helen Hudgens Farrell. Thank you, Helen. Our new calendar. And remember, we have calendars available. It's one of our biggest fundraisers. You can see an example of it back on the board. We have fabulous photos, quotes, etc. And again, it supports our community because we like live music, right? Thank you to all of our volunteers. And she's not here today, but I'm going to acknowledge her anyway. Our Poet Laureate, Suzanne Frost, is one of our volunteers. She's visiting family in California. But I want to acknowledge the work that she does around that. And I don't want it to get missed. It takes many hands to put even this room together, right? Many hands. Anybody here do anything in this ministry to help move us forward? Just raise your hand. What do you do? Come on. Now, are you sitting in a chair? Raise your hand because you're moving this ministry forward. And that was a volunteer option, wasn't it, this morning? Nobody made you do this. So thank you to all of you. And a special shout out to our auto tithers. We appreciate you. And we have a new quarter on our hands. Yay! And we always choose a new Helping Hands project each quarter. This quarter, that is Girls on the Run. You can look them up online. Bruce Higgins shared some about that. It's a great organization. So for 3 months, 50% of this ministry's 10% tithe will go to that local organization. Yeah, you can clap for that. We're just a really cool community. That's just the truth of it. So take that in. Take a big, deep belly breath and release. We see minds opening and hearts softening. We rest in this place of perfect expression as it moves in and through all of us. In these moments, we feel the connection to each other and to the planet, all held within the divine. This is who we are. Spirit leads and we joyfully hang on, and so it is, and so we let it be. And I'm going to bring your platform assistant, Marcia Wiesner, back up here. Thank you for being willing to kick off this new format. It's always a little daunting, because we do it the same way, and then wham, the minister throws something new at you. Right.
Actually, I never do it the same way every time. Okay, let's see. We have, I think, a new slide that tells us that there are exciting new classes and offerings here. For example, we have, let's see. Huh? No slide. I just tell you. Okay. Let's see. Did you have vision boarding? You had vision boarding. Are you going to do it again? Possibly. Okay. There's meditation and visualization group led by Cynthia. And let's see, what else do we have? Oh, the crucial conversations are starting up today after church. And these are conversation that matters. That's a safe place to talk about things. And there'll be a different leader every time and a different topic. And you can find the details on our website and out in the foyer today. That's right. Okay. And now another part of not doing it the same way. All right. Okay. What? All right. You get the Marcia Wiesner Smart Ass Award for the service. I'm an introvert. Okay, I was planning that actually. Okay. We're going to go into a time where we share prayers, and it's a recommended practice in life. So gratitudes and prayers requests are very welcome now. And oh, yes. Oh, Celebration Sunday. Excuse me. When are we doing that now? With the prayers. Oh, okay. So if you're celebrating something, you're going to get a rose. Okay. So we affirm with you that the presence of good is in all things, and it is the one power. Let's have some gratitudes or prayer requests.
I have a gratitude. Actually, I have a celebration. My 8-year-old granddaughter has a business in her school, and she has 8 employees. She's 8 years old, has 8 employees, and her business is massage therapy.
Round of applause. There you go. Take one of those roses. There you go. Again. Yeah, that's that. There you go. That's my kind of gal. Massage therapist, 8 years old. All right, we'll be voting for her someday. All right, here we go. What else we have?
Lovely wife, Laura my lovely wife Laura is celebrating her birthday this
Her birthday next week. Happy
next
birthday.
week.
So Laura, we're grateful that you came to the planet. And we're grateful that you included us in that. Our lives are blessed, and so is the rest of the world. And we know that to be true about you. Yeah. And you're blessed too, huh, Mike? You bet you are. Don't you forget, we'll remind you. What you got over here, darling? Here, there we go.
Sorry.
That's no, all good.
My huge gratitude is last Saturday, a brand new baby girl, a granddaughter was born, healthy. She's a tiny little thing, but she's healthy and beautiful, and her name is Aria.
Yes. Grandma. I know again. Aw. Yeah. You feel that? You get that? We all arrived here like that. And we're celebrating that she reminds us of the miracle of life. And we celebrate the miracle of life she brings to your family, to this world. Yay. Yay.
No, I got really sick, and I just got to see her yesterday. Oh, I know, it was bad timing.
It was perfect timing. She wasn't ready for Grandma yet. All that love, she might not have been able to take it all in. It was perfect timing. Yes, dear.
Well, I'll give a gratitude first, then I have a prayer request. I want to give a gratitude that we've had a little bit of a milder winter than last winter. And it's sunny and beautiful, and we get to enjoy the clear blue sky. It's so gorgeous. And I do have a prayer request that is, we are looking for someone to rent a space in our gorgeous office downtown. We have a suite with 3 rooms, and currently a massage therapist is moving out. And so we prefer,
We got a new one in town.
We know somebody.
yeah, oh yeah, maybe we can hire them. But we are looking for someone to rent a room in our office suite downtown, right across from the library.
Excellent. And where would
And-
they find that information, Cynthia? Would they just come
well,
see you?
they can contact me.
Okay.
And
If you don't have
also-
her contact information, you contact me and I'll get you hooked up. Okay?
Right, and preferably someone in connected to healing, therapy, something like that. Okay?
No truck repair? Okay.
Probably not.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So we are affirming with you in that request and in this knowing that the perfect person is already present and that they are headed toward you right now. You are abundant, you are prosperous, and so are they. And so it is. And so it is. You got it. Oh,
My niece had a baby. Her name is Neva, Neve. They had to induce her, and she never knew she could get pregnant because her husband had chemo, and so she figured they destroyed all the eggs. But 7 pounds, 8 ounces, which was full term. It took her a day to do it, but Grandpa's ecstatic, and so is Grandma, and so is Great Aunt Judy.
we are, yay! We are celebrating that, right? What's that? All right. Okay, Bob.
Charlotte and I are celebrating the birth of our first great grandchild. A
Wow.
little girl that was born this morning, whose name is Octavia.
Octavia. Yay. Look at all this new life in our community. Look at this. Dave, I think we got about 5 years. It's all right. We'll hang in there, won't we?
Right about that?
I love it. Yes, Michael.
Okay, I'm grateful that there's a national holiday tomorrow for Helen's birthday. I think that is incredible.
Yes, Helen, I am grateful that they're having a national holiday in your honor. We are so grateful for you. Yeah. And Martin Luther King Day. I am grateful you came to the planet. It has made a huge difference in this community, in this world, in Michael's life, in my life. It's made a difference, Helen. We're just grateful to have you here. Happy birthday.
I have a prayer request for my nephew, Scott, who is going through chemo for lung cancer. And he started it just after Christmas. So prayers for him to be good through all this.
So all that, you feel that, right? Oh, you feel that vibration of those new births. Feel it? Feel that vibration of life? And now we have this information and we feel that vibration. You feel it? It's all held in the palm of Spirit's hand. It is all expressing as God. And we are affirming with you that He remembers that. His body is aligning now with His highest and greatest expression of health. Yeah.
And also the swift and easy transition for my cousin that died just after Christmas. So, easy transition for him.
So we know in the heart of our hearts that Spirit is there. And we send him on his way in a peaceful and joyful journey. And all those that are impacted by that loss, know the joy and remember that never further than a thought or a prayer away can he be from you.
Thank you.
Of course.
My beautiful wife, Faye, has a birthday tomorrow. Same as Helen and Martin Luther King.
That was a popular day, wasn't it? I think we have over here. Thank you.
Good morning. So my prayer request is transitioning through a 3-year relationship, and at the same time, grateful for my time here in Arizona, where it's been very welcoming, connected, and transformational. But it still has moments of sadness and grief. So thank you for having me.
What's your name? Oh, sorry.
Christelle.
Christelle. You want to give that back to Dave? We stand and live and are surrounded by light. And that is the expression of who we are. And in these moments of loss and grief and sadness, when you can't remember, we will for you and with you. And we see easy healing. And we know the truth of who you are. And God is greater than this. Thank you for being with us. Such a lovely room, isn't it? A lovely room.
Thank you so much for sharing with us. We're grateful for the power of prayer and the good news spoken and unspoken here today. Again, we affirm that each condition, person, and situation is an expression of the divine. We claim love, wisdom, and healing and wholeness. And so it is, and so we let it be. Okay, I see the unity principle number 3 is up on the screen, so let's say it together. Thoughts, words have creative power to determine events and attract experiences.
And now the short version. If you,
You
think it and say it, your life will play it. All right. And now we're going to prepare for meditation.
Wait, don't I get my...
Oh, I'm sorry. I was preempting Marcia. See?
Come on, I
Go
worked
ahead.
on this. All right.
Rearrange the schedule, Penny, and then forget what you did.
Okay. The other day, I was doing a guided meditation, and the guide, a meditation teacher named Jeff Warren, whom I very much like, asked me to say, "I love you" to myself. And I went, I hate this. And I realized that I was kind of holding myself hostage from that because I'd sat down to meditate and I spent the first half hour cruising the internet on my phone. And I thought, no, I don't know. I don't deserve love. But what I came down to, with a great deal of happiness, actually, is being able to say, I love myself even if I'm addicted to my phone. And that felt good. That really felt good. And I'm thinking afterwards, am I less divine presence when I say, make a to-do list and then lose it? Or am I less divine presence when I'm really super late for being a platform assistant at church? Or is there a certain weight at which we cease to be a divine presence? I think we all kind of hold ourselves back from our divinity in self-criticism. And in my case, I'm finding that there's a freedom and a presence that I gain when I affirm that I love myself and that I'm a divine presence. And it makes it less necessary for me to retreat from reality into my phone. And that's my message for the day.
Look at her. Very nice. And we love you too. Thank you. You can give that to Dave. So now we're going to prepare for meditation. Ryan is going to do one of our favorites, Holy Now. So settle in. Would you mind getting the lights? Thank you for that.
When I was a boy each week, Sunday we would go to church, pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word, consecrate the holy bread, and everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two. Jesus made the water wine. And I remember feeling sad The miracles don't happen still, but now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything, everything, everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small, but an even better magic trick is anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but find where there isn't one. When holy water was rare at best, it barely wet my fingertips, but now I have to hold my breath like I'm swimming in a sea of it. It used to be a world half there, heaven second-rate hand-me-down, but I walk it with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything, everything is holy now. Read a questioning child's face and say it's not a testament. That'd be very hard to say. See another new morning come and say it's not a sacrament. I tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood and saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. It made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out, how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. It used to be a world half there, seven heaven second-rate hand-me-down, but I walk with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now.
And we breathe. We're resting into this space. We feel the chair that supports us. We feel ourselves comfortable in the room. We hear the sounds around us. And we rest. All the spinning, all the things, all the task lists. We unfold them now and we set them aside. We'll come back to those later. But right now, we rest. We connect. And we allow ourselves to receive that connection. We feel the strength. We know the power. And in these moments, we remember the oneness. We remember that we do not walk alone, and that we are held in the love and the light of the divine. We allow our hearts now to rest. We allow our minds to quiet. And we embrace the silence and the strength within. Breathe. The breath of life moving through us, supporting our expression, supporting our actions. We recognize that breath of life, and we feel gratitude and connection and knowing. And we extend that breath beyond these walls and around our universe to hold those in need, in fear. Our breath heals. Our breath brings light. Breathe. And release. Here, we are blessed. And so it is. And so we're just going to let it be. Is this what is it?
I'm calling this an elephant guitar.
Elephant guitar, that's it.
I'm borrowing it from a friend. It's a very bizarre instrument. It's great. You're like, why does it look like an electric guitar, but very, very big? Or I'm just very small. It just depends. Yeah, it's just called a bass 6. It's a very weird instrument. So it's kind of actually a bass. It's not a guitar. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. But it sounds really cool like an elephant. Right? This is a song of mine called Older Than My Age, and I don't know if anyone's ever lived with an unquiet mind most of your life. You might feel that way. It can be kind of tiring to, and to go through this existence when there's just a fundamental disquiet in your head. It can be rough, and I think I was realizing this weekend this song is kind of more or less about that, and there's a line about, should I block it out like I was raised? And I'm thinking about, we're talking about beliefs, and I'm thinking about like false beliefs that we might have in ourselves. And so this is kind of speaking to that and fear of those. So it's quite a light tune. Ever since I can remember, I remember slamming doors, hiding hurt with humor, cleaning Christmas off the floor. Though the walls I built keep me safe, it's lonely here inside, wasting in the darkness, waiting for the light. 27 years have I been flown away. I'm older than my age. Older than my age. Ooh, ooh. I've lost sleep, I've lost friends, been buried in a pile of should-have-beens. Though I'm not yet 30, I think I understand that the trials and miles are who I am. 29 years have up and flown away. I'm older than my age. Ooh, ooh. I'm older than my age. Ooh, ooh. Should I block it out like I was raised? Should I stay calm when there's a shooting every day? I'm afraid. I'm older than my age. Ooh, ooh. I'm older than my age. Ooh, ooh. I'm older than my age. I'm older than my age.
I don't know what happens when that happens, but he tends to do that. Um, Anybody feel older than your age? Fortunately not. Fortunately not. Yeah. So we're talking about the ABCs, tools for your spiritual life, and I quickly realized I probably just need to say tools for your life. But I didn't change it, obviously, on the PowerPoint. And today, last week was affirmations. If you didn't get a chance to see that, you can go to our YouTube channel because we had a little snow day. Did you all do something fun on your snow day? Besides shovel. Yeah. So last week was affirmations, and we talked about affirmations are more than just pretty words. They're not just pretty words. Affirmations truly and scientifically impact the experience we have in our lives. Now, do affirmations create you winning the lottery? Probably not. But what affirmations can do is you can affirm that you are abundant and prosperous and willing to receive from all revenues. Right?
I will rob the lottery off.
I will. Nice. Nice. Very nice. And this week, we're talking about beliefs. And the only reason beliefs wasn't first is because we say ABC, not BAC, right? Because the way that it works scientifically, as I started digging into this, and man, you can get in a rabbit hole when you start researching beliefs. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everybody's got an opinion about beliefs, right? And then there's actually science. Right? Exactly, right? But this is what came for me in this process. Do you know what you believe? Do you? Do you know what you believe? And then I'm going to ask you, do you know where that came from? And then I'm going to ask you, do all those beliefs serve your divine expression? Do they pump you up and say, I am a divine child of God? I do have it together. I do always have the right answer. Ooh, that one slips in there every time. Do you know what you believe? I believe in hard work, and I mean physical hard work. You know, I'm just an old farm girl. Not old, I'm just a farm girl. Stop it.
Medicare says otherwise.
Hey. And I believe in hard physical work. And I still believe in it. And you know, you get a lot of accolades for hard physical work. The world will say, that's a good worker. That person, I want to hire that person to do more than they'll ever be paid for. You know, the S in salary stands for sucker, right? I believe in hard physical work, and you know what I get to do a lot of? Hard physical work. If you don't break a sweat, you didn't earn it. That's a good old Midwestern teaching, isn't it? If you don't break a sweat, you didn't earn it. If you don't have mud on your boots, you didn't work hard enough today. That's a belief system. That wasn't so bad right up until 40. After that, it got a little tricky. When I couldn't understand why I couldn't do all that kind of hard physical work. Because my body said, yeah, not so much today. And when I'm splitting wood and I'm stacking wood, and I've got some great helpers that help me do that. I remember that I believe in hard physical work. And when I'm working on a Sunday message, I run through this same pattern every time. What is wrong with you? What makes you think you know anything about this? What if they find out who you really are? But we have, and they kept me anyway. And that belief system is exactly that. You know how I love words and acronyms. Now I want you to think about belief system. Belief system is exactly that. It's a lot of BS. It just is. And some of my beliefs lift me, and they make a difference in this room. And one of those beliefs is, I really, truly am here to behold the divinity in each and every one on the planet all the time. And my job is to create environments where people can safely express that divinity. I believe that all the way down to my size 5.5. I believe it with all of my heart and all of my soul, and I could not stand here and be your minister if that had not been the belief system that I chose to accept at 16 years old when I wrote that. Now that's a belief system. And it lifts me. And it changes the planet. I know it makes a difference in lives. You guys show me every time you show up. It made a difference in this life today that you did. And that particular belief lifts and supports me. And I got 10 others that don't. Anybody? Anybody? Belief systems. It is done unto you as you believe, said that guy Jesus. In New Thought, we teach that peace and satisfaction and joy and light and success is yours when you affirm it and own it in your life. When you make that the premise for your belief system. You want to know what your belief system is? Look at your life. Now just for a moment, and we're going to look at our lives from that divine nature of who we are. Look again. You want to know what you believe? Look at your life. It's right there. It's telling you all the time. Belief systems are the frameworks that shape our thoughts and behaviors and actions. They're shaped by our experiences and our cultural influences and the people around us. At times, those belief systems hold us back. They hold us back. Am I the only one that has a couple belief systems like that? You can't do that. You're just a farm girl. You can't do that. You're divorced. You can't do that. You're only 5'4" with hair and heels. These are things that we run and we tell ourselves all the time. These belief systems, these frameworks are listening. They're wanting to exist in us all the time. And they do. The sources of beliefs include our environment, our events, the knowledge that we take in, our past experience, visualization. There's a whole slew of them. And one of the biggest misconceptions about beliefs is that they're true. If I say it loud enough and big enough and often enough and on the right TV channel, it becomes truth. I can turn any belief system into truth, just like that. And the Course in Miracles reminds us to look through that illusion, and go to the divine nature of who you are and remember who you are and see the truth of the situation. Belief systems. I'm not smart enough. People don't love me because I'm fat. I'm too old to start over. I'm too young to do that. Anybody? Got any of those? Come on now. Anybody got any of those that you're running? And some of you are running them right now. Aren't you? I see that. These are the words of the monkey mind that swirl in your head. These are the words that keep you from making your life better. And they're just words. Your monkey mind subconscious has gathered all the evidence to support them. All the evidence. And once you decide what a belief is, then you have what they call confirmation bias, because you will only see supportive evidence to back up what you're thinking. Anybody ever do that? Have you turned the TV on? Have you listened to the news? Think of it like this. Belief systems are like this. Some people say, well, I read it on the internet. That makes it true. But I believe that. That makes it true. Those two statements are equally true. And they're not. And they're holding you back. And they're keeping you from being the divine expression that you are. If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right, said Henry Ford. The first step down the road of the other way of looking at belief systems is to realize how limiting your belief systems are. Now, I'm not saying you can't, you got to believe in something, right? Do you? You got to believe in something, right? Do you? Well, we like to think we do. And I like some of my beliefs. I loved that song when I was growing up. I almost asked Ryan to do it, and I thought his eyes will roll so far back in his head that he won't be. I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. Loved that song, and my mother said, you are running around this world with your eyes closed. About 45, I looked at her and I said, you're absolutely right, I am running around this world with my eyes closed, and I love what I see. Because I'm looking within and I'm seeing the divine. And I don't know if that mattered to her, but it mattered to me in that moment. Your beliefs are the colored glasses through which you see the world. And the science of this, the epigenetics of this, is that by the very thought that you hold around that visualization that you have through those colored lenses of your beliefs, by the very thought that you hold around those beliefs, that is what impacts the belief. And it moves from a thought to a belief. So how you see the thought, what you think of that thought, the environment you create around that thought, that's what builds your beliefs. I love that commercial, what's in your wallet? What's in your beliefs? Have you looked? You know, there's that old story about the man that says to his wife, why do you cut the end of the ham off? At Easter, this beautiful ham, whack. And she says, well, because my mother always did. And mother happened to be at Easter dinner, and so was grandma. And he said, I'm just curious, why do you guys cut the end of the ham off? And her mother said, well, because my mother always did. And grandma said, well, that's silly. I cut the end of the ham off because my stove wasn't big enough to hold the ham. There's a belief system for you. You get half the ham sandwiches out of the deal. What's your payoff for clinging to those kinds of beliefs? What's your payoffs for really hearing and thinking that you heard truth when somebody said, you're not enough? What's your payoff to hang on to that? Because there is one. I'm not saying it's worth it, and I'm not saying it's equal to the pain that it may bring you, but there's a payoff. And when you are willing to look at it and find that, you will start to change the belief systems in your life. Now, the study of epigenetics, as I was saying, tells you that the link between our mind and matter and the profound effects, Dr. Bruce Lipton says, it has on our personal lives and the collective life of our species. Epigenetics is changing how we see those belief systems. He said, Dr. Bruce Lipton said this. He said, cells, okay, I promise not to get too sciencey on you, but I love this science stuff. So cells are kind of hanging around, and they each have their own little life. And what is creating the life around that cell is the environment that is being brought in by your thoughts. It's not your genes. Sorry, Sigmund Freud, you can't blame Mama and Papa anymore. It's about the thoughts you're bringing in. It's about what you're putting around your cells. Don't be blaming the DNA. Well, I can blame DNA for my height. But don't be blaming the DNA, and don't be looking to put that on someone else. This is the creation of your thoughts. Now, I am not saying that you don't have some belief systems that kept you safe, because you did. You created belief systems to keep you safe. I knew that if I could keep everybody happy, if I could keep everybody in my family happy and everybody had a full tummy, because you know I love to cook, that life would be okay. And I got the clear message that that was my job on the planet. It wasn't. I found out. You can't make enough soup to make people smart. You can't make your Grandma Maine's noodles good enough to make people think they're good enough. You can't do it, Penny. So maybe you can let go of that BS, that belief system. Maybe you can cut that loose, that it's not all your job. And I love what Byron Katie says, you know, Penny, with you around, who needs God? If you think you're the one in charge of all that. And it's your thoughts that are creating those belief systems that cause you to take on those responsibilities. Penny, anybody doing that? Anybody? It's what the cells in our bodies are aware of that cause them to take on the belief system. We create the environment with our thoughts and with our experience of the environment around the cell. This is science. He goes on to say this: the character of your life is determined, and I must say it again, not by your genes, but by our responses to the environment. And that is what propels our life, and that is what moves us forward, and that is what trips us up. That's where we get hung up. And I can affirm all day long that I ain't doing that. But I can't get my head and my heart wrapped around it like we talked about last week, because the only way an affirmation works is if you can personally connect to it. So you can smear whatever you want to over the top of all those negative thoughts and those beliefs, and until you get down to it and look at what environment you're creating for the thoughts to be born in within you, you're just making noise. I made a lot of noise for a lot of years, I just got to tell you. Because I thought I could smear affirmations all over everything. And I thought when you came to me and you were sad and you were trying to overcome something, all I had to do was say something positive and make soup. And it would heal you. It would cause you to take on a whole new look of life. That's just BS. That's a belief system. And not only was I fooling myself, but I was trying to impose it on the people around me. Anybody? Anybody? Yeah. And I won't take names, I promise. So Ernest Holmes said this: life is a mirror, and it will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into the mirror. James Allen, in one of my favorite little pamphlets, As a Man Thinketh, man is the master, and he meant human. Human is the master of thought, the molder of character, and the maker and the shaper of conditions, environments, and destiny. That's some light reading. Not in your genes, not in your DNA, it's in the environment that you are creating. Your genes respond to the environment. Look how powerful you are. No, really, look. Look how powerful you are. Every moment. And when you can't remember, we come to communities like this to be reminded. And when you can't remember, you reach out, because at the depth of who you are beyond all those belief systems is the divine nature and expression that you uniquely bring, and that is required for the synchronicity and balance of this universe. It's required. You are the power. Say this: I have the power over my genes. I have the power over my genes. I am the power. I am the power. No. I am the power. I am the power. We am the power. We am. And so just to emphasize the power of the mind, again, Bruce Lipton in his book, The Biology of Belief, says this: when we have a thought, it creates an electromagnetic and neuroendocrine signal. I love those big words, that causes our organs and our muscles to react. I'm going to say that again. It creates an electromagnetic and neuroendocrine signal that causes our organs and muscles to react. You want to heal? You want to heal? You want to heal? Do ya? Belief system. Go there. Take a look. What do you believe? Well, my family has heart problems. So? Well, my family has a history of cancer. So? I'm not saying that we don't listen to that science and we don't take actions toward it, but we don't have to buy in and say, well, that's a given. That's the way it is. It's not the way it is. You are the way it is. You are the power. Self-beliefs are so powerful that the evaluations and strongly influences our careers and our families and our partner choices and our, I don't know, maybe even what we drive. They're so powerful. And unless there is something medically standing between you and that expression, it's just all BS. It's all belief systems. How to change a belief system? I'm going to give it to you in an acronym. There you go. There's original for me, huh? Dance. Want to change a belief system? Let's dance it out. Come on, let's dance it out. Discover. Just one. Just take one belief that you have that you know is holding you back. Discover what it is and look at it. Own it. Yeah, I created that. Yeah, sure did. And it may have kept me safe and it may have been exactly what I needed at the time, but does it fit now? Discover that belief system that is holding you back. Acknowledge all the beliefs that you have in that area. Because you have more than one, you're holding more than one belief in a particular subject, I'll guarantee it. So acknowledge them. Note why it is important to release this particular belief now. And create conversation. Look at the conflict. Have confrontation with that belief system within you and say, you know what, buddy? It is time for you to go. And there will be actions that will follow. And it doesn't mean it'll be easy. But create the space to have that conversation and express the new, more true belief that you have of yourself. Express that. And when you hear yourself going back to that old belief system and you're digging in some of those affirmations, those negative affirmations that you tend to want to say, express that new. Replace that space with something that serves you. And now you start working with your affirmations. Black and white thinking, binary thinking, absolute thinking causes a lot of problems in the world. Are we seeing any of that now? Do you want to know what you believe? Look at your life. And if there is a belief there that is any less than the divinity that I see in each and every one of you right now, dump it. Dance it out. You are the power. Namaste. This is the one that isn't yours, right?
Yeah, this is not mine.
This is not Ryan's. I was trying to give him credit for it. He wouldn't take it. Wills is the last name.
Stephen Dan
Dan
Wills.
Wills.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's it.
We'll just say it so if they see it on YouTube, they don't,
Yeah, that's right. And by the way, hello, YouTubers. Thank you for being with us.
I always thought this song was a great exercise in someone having defeating beliefs throughout their lives. And I've always gravitated towards songwriters who are a lot older than me because I think you need a certain level of time to be on this planet to understand some of your own nonsense. And sometimes we figure it out, but I think it hopefully comes with age for some of us. But it's called Inside Out, Outside Looking In. Down just a little bit. I'm inside out, outside looking in. No matter where I go, I can't escape my own skin. I can act cool and I can act proud. No matter how I act, I'm still alone in a crowd. I'm inside out, on the outside looking in. I signed up for the Cub Scouts. I went out for the team. I dressed the dress and I talked the talk of the preppies, jocks, and freaks. But that sense of true belonging did not belong to me. So I found my place in a fantasy of how great one day I'd be. I was inside out, on the outside looking in. I'm inside out, outside looking in. No matter where I go, I can't escape my own skin. I can act cool and I can act proud. No matter how I act, I'm still alone in a crowd. I'm inside out, on the outside looking in. I tried to be in love, but I was much too young. I could not match my actions with the words upon my tongue. So I went through several versions of my cold and hostile mom. They all swore I was too distant. In the distance they'd be gone. I was inside out, on the outside looking in. I'm inside out, outside looking in. No matter where I go, I can't escape my own skin. I can act cool and I can act proud. No matter how I act, I'm still alone in a crowd. Inside out, on the outside looking in. I found a great equalizer, a substance quick and warm. It made me feel like Wonder Boy, eloquently adorned. But that word moderation was for years beyond my speech. I was a time bomb of emotion. It was stuffed inside of me. I was inside out, on the outside looking in. I'm inside out, outside looking in. No matter where I go, I can't escape my own skin. I can act cool and I can act proud. No matter how I act, I'm still alone in a crowd. I'm inside out, on the outside looking in. I was inside out, on the outside looking in. I was inside out, on the outside looking in.
Ryan Biter. Ryan Biter. We are grateful. And so now I'm inviting you to prepare your abundance giving. We thank you for your ongoing support of this community. We thank you for turning that into this. We thank you for making this amazing space available to us. We thank you for being who we are in the community. So, as you prepare your gifts, all right, where are those little baskets? You want to bring them on down here, kiddos? How come I'm not going anywhere? Sam, can you help me out with that PowerPoint and move me forward, please? Thank you. I like that little falling money. Isn't that cute? What do you think? Little falling money? All right. Bigger bills, she says. Yeah. Let's drop bigger bills. As let's bless these baskets, and so repeat after me, will you please? We are grateful. We are abundant. We are amazing. We are the expression of the divine. And so it is, and so we let it be. Go forward, my friends. Collect the goods. All right. I want to remind you about the healing meditation and visualization. Yeah, you can say that, can't you? On January 23rd at 10:30 a.m. here. Please join us here in the sanctuary. We are excited to have Miss Cynthia Hall leading that for us. Thank you, Cynthia. You have any questions? Check it out with Cynthia. And that will be ongoing through April. Today at 12:30, we are going to do crucial conversations after celebration, the conversations that matter. It's a safe place to connect, to listen, and to understand. Just going to be a bunch of people sitting in a circle, and every week that we do this, there will be a new facilitator and a new topic. And we just ain't afraid to talk about nothing because it's safe. And we want to understand, and we want to open our minds. We want to shift those belief systems. That's what we want to do. And we love live music, as I've said. Thank you for keeping the music alive. So bring those baskets down here, and we're going to just say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There you go. I think that's just enough. Let's say that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, there you go. Transformed. There's a word for you. Transform are they. Thank you for these gifts. Thank you for this generosity, and we are abundant, and so it is. And ladies, you can take those baskets away. We will affirm together. Okay, ladies, you can take. That means get out of my way. Okay, sorry. We are so shy around here, aren't we? And so if you will stand, please, we will affirm our prayer for protection. Thank you for joining us with that. And it is the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us wherever we are. God is, and all is well. And thank you. Peace on earth. Create a great week. Put your chairs against the wall if you're so inclined. Thank you, my friends. Be blessed.
Well, it's late December, dark and cold. When old man you is bending low. Where is the light when the sun runs off to bed too soon? And there's nothing but a skinny moon. Where is the light? Can you tell me where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me.